YTPC Mark VV coming at you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say hello on this Sunday evening. Sunday evening smoke. The chimes are acting somewhat cooperative. They were quiet all the way up until I walked out here, and then they started acting up. Of course, this is how it goes, and it's like there's like a chime ghost. I think appropriate. This time of year, it's Halloween ish, All Souls Day. So I love it. I've been like literally the last hour I've been sitting inside and the chimes haven't made a single sound. As soon as I walk out here and sit down to record a video, this is what we get. Hopefully it doesn't translate too loud on the video. Yeah, so All Souls Day. We're going to do something apropos, I think. A little review slash chat. And it wasn't just Phil, but Phil kind of gave me a different perspective. I think it's a perspective that I think we all kind of come to when we watch reviews online. It's not that you want to review something or that you're going to watch something for somebody to convince you to buy something. It's more like you want to see what people that you like to watch say about the blends that you like. So I think that's a good way to think about it. Like I do the same thing. Like I enjoy blend, I enjoy specific tobacco, and I go look at reviews of the same things that I like, not to convince me to buy it, but to kind of get a different perspective. So I think that's fair. I think that's fair. To not look at reviewing things as like I'm trying to convince other people to buy these things. Like I really don't care if you buy it or not. Now this is one I haven't had in 4 years. So I've only smoked it once. But it's appropriate for All Souls Day, I think. From Beyond. I think it's actually still available. I checked shortly before coming out here, and Smoking Pipe still has it. So, if you really want some, it's a small batch. So, don't like sleep too long on it, but it's still available. Bruh. The unseen world is fraught with danger. To invite it seems foolhardy, yet to behold it would invite madness. This decadent blend of heirloom Latakia, matured Virginias, aged Orientals, and pure St. James Perique will open your mind to infinite possibilities. Will you turn a blind eye, or will you embrace the beyond? Yeah, so this is from their old one series. It's kind of like a Cthulhu, Lovecraft homage. And this is their, I think most of the old ones are not small batch, and this is like their small batch entry. I don't know why they decided to make one of their old ones a small batch, but whatever. Now you know how I feel about Latakia blends. Not a big fan, but we're gonna give it a go. And this, I have some From Beyond from 2021. So it's got like 4 years of age. I didn't want to open the new one only because, well, it's Cornell and Deal. And sometimes we have fuzzy issues. So I'm not saying it will. I haven't heard of any issues with this blend in particular, so I can't really say that we're going to have problems, but everything's better with a little age on it anyway, right? So, and this is going to tone down the Latakia a little bit. hopefully. We're going to give it a go. Now when I stop talking, they behave, right? So now this, I can already smell it. It's got that Latakia smell. Ooh, got some nice age, or at least I see the shimmery sugar. You can't see it, but I can. There's some dusting of sugar or whatever you want to call it. Not mold. But we're gonna load our Castello, of course. The moisture is still really very nice. I'm going to grab a little pinch off the top. It's not dry, so that's a incredibly good sign. I'm dropping some on the ground. There's a little stem. We're going to throw that away. Get a little... Oh, this one's a little stemmy. I got another one. You'd think they'd have a little bit better of a handle on getting the stems out of the actual shredded leaf, but whatever. I'm not going to whine about that too much. Let's do like maybe a half bowl. I don't want to... It's a little chilly tonight. So here in southern Louisiana, yeah, see, I start talking, the wind picks up. And that's kind of why I didn't do a video last week, because the wind was just so bad. I couldn't sit out here and record anything. It's kind of chilled out this weekend, but it's a little cooler, so it's in the mid 60s, I think. For us, that's good. It's a good temperature. So I'm gonna do a little bit, half a bowl. I'm not gonna sit out here for too long, but I like the flavor on the cold draw. So the Latakia is supposedly from 2004. It's a long time. Everything else is post 2017. They had some Red Virginia that's from 2017. Now that's in this one. I'm assuming the one that's in this one is probably maybe a little older. Can't really say. But this one should be really nice. Just based on what I'm looking at, all the tobacco has at least 3 years of age on it. Some almost 20. So, jeez, let's get it lit. So right off the bat, not a strong Latakia flavor. Again, this is also 4 years old, aged in a jar, so probably has a bit of an effect. So as I suspected, I'm assuming the Latakia has been toned down quite a bit, which is good. It's not my flavor. It is a nice evening though. I wish the chimes would kind of chill, but it wouldn't be my channel if I didn't have chimes in it. I get a little bit of the spiciness from the Orientals and the Perique. Not so much. I'm not tasting a whole lot of Virginia. That doesn't surprise me, especially with that much other stuff in it. There's a lot of Turkish. Again, this is if the blend is the same. I mean, I would imagine it's probably very similar. On here it says premium Turkish Latakia, heirloom Cyprian Latakia from 2004. I'm sure there's probably not a whole lot of that in it. Eastern North Carolina Red Virginia 2017, bright Canadian Virginia from 2022, Thai Izmir from 2019, and Greek Basma from 2022. So my understanding is that a lot of those are Orientals, Latakia, and Virginia. So cool. Just throwing stuff. So I'm very pleased that the From Beyond should age well. If you are a Latakia lover, you might want to open it sooner. But for somebody like me, yeah, they had 15,000 of these tins. So when does something not considered a small batch anymore? I think 15,000. That's like a regular production blend. I don't know. I think it's been out for over a week now. I think so. No, I guess they. I would imagine From Beyond's not all that popular. That's probably why it's still available. I think their most popular small batch blends are going to be the Carolina Red Flake with Perique, and then Sun Bear. I think Sensal Pulcro is not like super. It's up there. They do a. I'm not sure if 8 State Burley is gonna come out again. I don't know. They have a couple. I can't think of them all right off the bat, but. But this is nice. This is a nice blend for a nice cold night like tonight. Doesn't burn too hot, even with relights, because I love the relight. I'm not a, I can't get anything to stay lit for the life of me, so I don't try. Now, will I open this one soon? Probably not. I'll probably let this one age too. I mean, again, I don't smoke this stuff very often. It's still pretty much a full jar. I have so many open jars, it's kind of ridiculous, so. I was kind of talking to my wife a little bit about that earlier this evening. I went through, how do I put this? I reorganized my organization. So part of the reason, I guess I should get into this a little bit, but part of the reason I haven't been making videos or really present on YouTube at all is I didn't have access to a lot of my tobacco stuff. It was all kind of in in a room, and it was behind a lot of stuff, and I just couldn't get to it very easily. So the motivation for coming out here wasn't there, because I had to, like, it was just too much effort. And I really didn't have a spot for my tobacco to, like, sit, or my pipes or anything like that. So it's been just kind of like on a shelf in another room. Well, we kind of moved that to a more accessible part of the house, and now I have free access to all of my stuff. So I'm discovering I have a whole lot of open jars. I'm not even going to say how many. I don't even think I want to count. And my cellar is embarrassingly large as well. So we have a lot to go through. But I think what I did say in one of my past videos is that I would really like to do the cellar series, the Cornell and Deal cellar series, because I have a lot of them, all of them, with at least 4 to 5 years of age on them. Many more. So yeah, it's about time to start opening those puppies and enjoying them. I think I have most of them already. Most of them already open in jars. So I may start with the jars, but I think all those jars have at least 4, 5, 6 years of age on them. So we're starting from a good starting spot. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get into a rhythm of doing these. I may switch it to Saturday. It may be a little easier for me to do on Saturday. Sunday is kind of like we're winding down, we're getting ready for work. Not as much motivation to come out here, so Saturday would be maybe a little easier because it's the weekend, you're still partying, you're still having fun. You're not like the cloud of work is hanging over your head. So, for what it's worth. Yeah. Very perfumey, incensey. Like I said, not a whole lot of Latakia, so that's nice. From Beyond. Get you some. Like I said, it's still available. So if it's something that, if you're a Latakia English blend lover, then this might be for you. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll keep it to that. I don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight. Just wanted to come in here and chill just for a few minutes before hitting the hay. Probably will text Padre one more time. As I do. Leave a comment if you think I relight way too much. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. I've always been kind of a person that I'd rather the blend teeter on that just lit than just smoke hot. Yeah. I get so much more enjoyment out of this stuff when I'm just not caring about the technique and all that crap. Like, I'm never going to win a long smoke contest. I don't really care about that. But just, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not doing it right. That's how it goes. If you don't enjoy it, change it up. So, with that, I'll see you next week, hopefully. I plan to, unless the wind is crazy, but we will try to adapt and see if maybe I'll do it on Saturday. And if it's too crazy on Saturday, I'll do it on Sunday. So, we'll call it my Sunday evening or Saturday evening smoke. So, until then, God's peace, grace, and blessings. Can I say that? Nah. Padre will get really mad at me. I don't care.